Yeah, that's normal. Number 1. Everything. About as good a place to start as any. Released on the Nintendo DS in 2006, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is the first Pokemon game to feature the 4th generation of Pokemon, ushering in an age of revamped Pokemon, touchscreen shenanigans, and using beavers for everything. Like most Pokemon games, Diamond and Pearl starts the player off as a nameless protagonist, setting out on a Pokemon journey across a new region to complete a Pokedex for an old man, fight a rival, and be endlessly harassed by bats in a cave. Coupled with this are a number of interesting side characters, villains, legendary Pokemon, fancy wristwatches, hidden passages, Pokeparks, underground tunnels, Pokemon contests, and relevant promotional events which are no longer accessible.
This game stinks.
And you can even change between 20 different text windows. If putting honey on a tree doesn't excite you enough, there's also haunted houses, ancient legends, and boat rides to keep you excited.
I'm the front of the boat!
But is it all just a cheap display, or do these games shine like their namesakes? Well, you fight a monster on a TV, so if you're not sold yet, keep watching. Number 2. Diamond and the Rough. The gameplay of Diamond and Pearl mostly revolves around exploring a 3D top-down world, amassing a team of varied Pokemon, and utilizing different problem-solving tools and skills to solve puzzles, triumph over adversaries, and blow all your money gambling. What's nice about Diamond and Pearl is that it's unrestrictive, or rather that there's an awful lot of ways of going about everything. Pokemon have different strengths and weaknesses, such as having different types and being better at different types of moves, all of which are important factors which allow for flexible team building. Helping this is a computer system which stores all captured Pokemon for you to easily and conveniently pick your favorites. You could run with a team of Pokemon you just think look cool and use moves to buff them up in battle or weaken your opponents to compensate for a bad type matchup. Status ailments are always a handy tool to use against powerful foes, and each Pokemon also has a special ability that can be utilized to deal with various situations, except that one it's stupid. The glue that holds together all the battles and Pokemon capturing is of course the map design and exploration. What stands out really well in Sinnoh is how deeply connected each area is to one another, creating a very real feeling of a large-scale world. It's moving from forest to city to mountain to ocean, traveling by bike, boat, or bird. And what other game lets you detour from everything else to just run around underground digging up treasures and furnishing your own home? And that doesn't count! Wait a second, this game also has diamonds in it. Oh my gosh, conspiracy! Number 3. Hidden moves, obvious missteps. I like hidden moves, or HMs as they're called. How they work is, every time you beat one of the 8 gym leaders, these guys, you get a badge which lets you interact with the world in a new way, such as breaking rocks, crossing bodies of waters, basically teleporting, owning a flashlight. Seriously, why doesn't anyone just sell flashlights? Basically, each HM works as a means of overcoming specific obstacles and allowing for further exploration of the world, not just in terms of forward progression, but also for exploring secret paths and obtaining special items. The problem with HMs are, well, there's too freaking many of them. 4 would be a lot, but unfortunately there are 8 of these things, and 1 pseudo one, so basically, there's 8 of these things. They can't be unlearned until over halfway through the game, and aside from 2 of them, most of them are pretty much useless in combat, and HMs are used all over the game, in every single level, to the point where most people have no choice but to resort to lugging around this beaver everywhere so they don't have to run back to a Pokemon Center every time they come across another rock. See, Chris, you wouldn't be having this problem if you just brought a beaver. Number 4. Parts that are less than stellar. I believe that if you like something, you shouldn't be afraid to criticize it, for if something is truly worthy of its stature, then it should prove better than its flaws rather than simply ignoring them. Let's just get the big one out of the way. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is a slow game. While the main meat of the adventure is the freedom of exploration and the team building, the whole story lacks much excitement, which makes the downtime in the game feel somewhat boring. What's worse is that at certain intervals, the game will outright trap you until you've completed specific story scenes, which mostly just amounts to a boss battle against the confusion status ailment. Oh, and speaking of which, confusion! It's everywhere! Every single enemy in this game is equipped with a Confuse Ray or some other ability that basically does the same thing. You will never not be in a Pokemon battle where your Pokemon gets confused with something. Even when you're fighting against a Pokemon that doesn't have the ability Confuse Ray, you think you're safe and then BAM! You're confused all over again. And the only way to cure confusion is to either use a late game item or switch out your Pokemon and risk getting your next Pokemon be immediately hit with confusion all over again. And this freaking sewer drain will just never leave you alone. Oh, and speaking of things that will never leave you alone, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl's enemy variety is less than stellar. You will never stop encountering this horse. I swear, it's everywhere.
What are you looking at? Get out of my life!
Number 5. The Aftermath. The aftermath of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is, well, a remake is planned for the end of 2021, as well as whatever this is. So it's still fairly relevant. Not only that, but Gen 4 as a whole was a pretty busy generation of Pokemon, revamping the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, Pokemon Ranger, starting the Rumble spin-off of games. It had 2 remakes in the form of Pokemon Platinum version and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and who could forget one of the most memorable Pokemon Nintendo Wii games, Pokepark Pikachu's Adventure. As a jumping on point, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are still good games to introduce you to the Pokemon series, and when it comes to building on things, Diamond and Pearl's reach is surprisingly broad. I mean, Gen 4 was the introduction of Rotom, you know, that thing that keeps showing up in every Pokemon game. And my fridge. Get out of there, you weirdo. And the Platinum version remake also introduced the fan-favorite character Looker, who himself keeps showing up in all these games, but that's a story for another time. My point is, at the end of its long road, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl left a mark on the Pokemon series which is still being seen today, especially seen today. So if you're thinking of playing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, my recommendation to you is pack a bunch of healing items, because these status ailments make my head spin. Hey, you watched my video. Thanks. If you liked it, why not check out another one I've done? What'd you think? Leave a comment and tell me how I did, and I hope you have a good day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, dawn, dusk. See you around.